You are now smelling the StenchCast.
What's that smell?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to StenchCast. You're tuning in for the third episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are. You better be, at least. If you're not, we'll find you
and we'll be mildly upset with you
and we'll give you lots of kisses.
because even despite our differences,
You deserve it.
we're just gonna kill you.
Yeah, that too.
So, Joe, you said you had a good few stories lined up.
Something to that effect. So, this week.
Sorry, man. Go ahead.
So this week.
Sorry.
They are a weird bunch. Look like overgrown kids too immersed in a game or something. I guess
So this
Yeah,
week.
go ahead.
giant bear not chased them
So-
away. They'd probably have ruined my day completely.
Go on.
So this. You're gonna have to edit all this out. So this week, I watched all of the Lord of the Rings, the entire trilogy, the movies. I didn't read any of the books, but that's because who reads books? But yeah, I watched the whole 9-hour marathon, and I was incredibly sleep deprived the next couple of days. But let me tell you, it was worth it. That was those are some good movies, and I had a lot of fun watching them. I now get all the funny jokes and such that references that everyone makes, and I feel more cultured now.
Yeah. I could never get into Lord of the Rings. I have no problem with high fantasy stuff. You know, I love
Yeah.
Elden Ring. I love knights and all that. But I don't know. I tried sitting through multiple Lord of the Rings movies, and I could just never stuck with me.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, they're 3 hours each. They're pretty damn long movies, but I don't know, that. I've always wanted to watch Lord of the Rings. I just never got around to it. It was never on any of the streaming platforms I had or anything like that. So when I was on Netflix the one night and I found the Lord of the Rings movies, I was like, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna watch. I think I'm gonna watch these. I'll start with the first one here. Maybe I'll watch the others later. And then I just kept watching, and it was before I knew it, it was 5 in the morning, and I had to wake up in an hour and a half. But whatever.
Yeah?
It was a good. It was fun. I did enjoy it.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
Funny stab.
I'm also very sick, probably because of the sleep deprivation throughout the whole week. But I mean, I think it's fine.
Probably.
Probably.
Well, do you have anything else?
Yeah, more I don't know if I mentioned it, but it was I did mention it. It was on Netflix that I saw the Lord of the Rings movies. But I think more recently I've been getting into just random TV shows on Netflix, because Netflix just has a slew of just random garbage. Not all of it's garbage though.
Yeah.
This one show I'm watching, that I've almost completely watched already. It's 30 episodes. It's called Midnight Diner, and it's just about this diner in the middle of Tokyo that's just open from midnight to 7 in the morning, and every episode is just it's just random stories about other people's lives, and most of it love stories and them always failing, and it's kind of funny, but I don't know. It's I just been having a real good time watching. Some of the opening music for it, it's really relaxing. It's some Japanese guy just singing, but with a guitar.
Mongolian throat singer.
Yeah, basically. But it's a lot. It's a good watch. along with Lord of the Rings.
Right.
They kind of it reminds me of like a live action anime. It is like
Okay. I can
compared to
see that.
that, but it's kind of and like it's a lot different from like most like the reason I like it so much is because the acting in it, like most of the time it like doesn't even feel like acting. It's that good. They just like they do it so well. They
It
pull it
is
off as if
very
it's like
immersive.
yeah, like very realistic. Like could literally just be them like recording things happening at some random diner.
Yeah, unlike Metro Exodus, which is a game I've recently picked up. Um, I bought it. I want to because it's on sale for $10, along with like all the Stalker games, all the Metro games. But I saw that the size of the game was around 180 fucking 170, 160 gigabytes. I cannot even begin to tell you how fucking close I was to just immediately refunding it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I have 500 gigabytes in total on my PC,
Mm.
and while each of those drives is like 150, uh, so you know, obviously I don't have enough space for that. Luckily,
Yeah.
though, I found out whoever like if you buy the base game, you're entitled to the enhanced edition, which means you have both the regular version of the game and the ray traced version of the game.
Yeah.
And so that's why the file size was so big. Or that's why, like, the estimated install was so massive.
Yeah.
You exclude the installation of the ray traced edition, and it immediately goes back down to, like, 70, which is still, you know, more than I'm usually willing. But,
Yeah.
it ended up being a really good game that I've been playing for the past, like, entirety of this last weekend.
Nice.
Yeah. But, I brought that up because the acting in Metro Exodus, not only the writing, but the dialogue, the, like, voice actors just did not do a good job with this
Yeah.
game. So much of it sounds like they grabbed a couple of, like, fucking college students that were majoring in literally anything else, and then just told them, yeah, you can do this. They got
Yeah.
the Tanami guy, the guy that voiced Tank Dempsey, to voice the only American in the game, so that's kind of cool.
Damn Americans.
But other than that, this game is really fucking good.
Yeah.
It doesn't take away from all the really cool shit you can do with, like, weapon crafting, and,
Mm.
like, you can make entirely new weapons out of anything. You find a revolver on the ground, you can turn it into a sniper rifle.
Yeah. I mean, revolvers in themselves are already kind of sniper rifles.
Yeah. Can I kill this bird?
Take that as a yes.
Yeah. There was a bird cage, a little chain link bird cage, and there was a lantern next to it. I shot the lantern, sure enough, the bird fucking died. There are sections between the little, like, open world sections.
Mm.
You know, like when you're arriving to a new area, that are just really fucking boring.
Mm.
But when you're, like, exploring the game, it's so good.
Yeah, exploration is a good part of gaming.
It is. Also, like, anytime you find a new weapon, like a
Mhm.
crafting bench, it's always nice.
Like
But this,
the crafting in Dead Rising 2.
but this is also the only game that has ever made me feel like my skin was crawling.
Physically ill.
But in this game, you can go through spider webs, and there are these, like, giant mutated spiders that crawl on you.
Yeah.
when you burn the web with your lighter, because they slow you down, so you gotta burn it.
Yeah.
But like every time I see them, I have the most major arachnophobia. But every time I see them, it's just makes my
Yeah.
fucking skin crawl.
Yeah, and in the Lord of the Rings and like some of the later movies, there's this like giant spider, and I was like, I had to skip that part. I was like, you know what? I think I'm good. I think I think I can live without watching these scenes
Right.
because that thing, for being like, I think it was like 2003. That was the third movie. They each came out like 1 year after another. So it was 2001, 2, and 3. I think it was the third movie. I was like, for 2003, that's a pretty darn like wacky looking spider that I don't think I want to tussle with. It might have been the second movie, I don't remember, but
The
I was
fuck?
like, you know what?
This
Yeah,
enemy just
done.
spawned in front of me. It's not really even like the big spiders in games that bother me.
Yeah,
You know, like
no,
in this game, the ones I'm talking about, they're like the size of your hand, which aren't horrible, but I still
yeah,
don't like them. And then there are spider enemies that are like up to your knees, basically. And I
yeah,
don't mind them because they're spiders. I mind them because they're fucking
there's just,
horrible to fight.
yeah,
Because for some odd reason, the devs thought, you know what? We're gonna give these little ankle biter enemies top armor, but we're gonna make it so that you can't penetrate it whatsoever. So no matter what you
yeah,
shoot it with, you can dump 1,000 rounds into it. You'll never do damage unless you hit it from the bottom, which you have to
yeah,
crouch down to do, and it's also not guaranteed that you'll hit him. That will register that you're even hitting him on his tum tum. But like with Skyrim, like those kind of spiders never bothered me either.
yeah. It's like it's not that bad. It's just spiders in general, like bugs in general. For me, I don't like. It's just I don't like the creepy crawlies. I don't like the crawlies. It's just not. They don't do it for me.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Um. And back to what I was talking about with sleep. I've been like my sleep schedule's been like so screwed up, and like now, like it's weird because when I go to sleep, usually, um, I'm a drooler. I'm a drooler in my sleep. I drool a lot,
Thinking about a big juicy steak.
and well, not I don't drool like a lot, but I drool, and usually when I do, I take it as a sign like, oh yeah, um, like I had a good night's sleep. It was a good night's sleep, so I woke up feeling refreshed. But like these past couple of nights, like I don't know like what's going on, but like I like wake up in just an absolute like pool of just drool. It's like so much drool, and it's
It's a
like
good band name. Pool of drool.
it is like I don't understand it. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like why is there so much drool? And like in even with like dreams, like I don't have dreams that often, but when I do, like they're kind of wacky. And now, like these past couple nights, I've been just having dreams every night, and they're even more wacky. It's like what is going on? Did I like screw up my sleep schedule that much to where it's like my sleeping is just absolutely goober knocked? I don't know. This stuff is freaking wild.
I'd imagine. Yeah, I don't have many dreams, but the ones I do are usually really fucked up.
Yeah.
Um, there was one I had not too recently, but like maybe maybe I think it was January.
Yeah.
But I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it because that is how bad this dream fucked me up.
Yeah.
It was weird. I had gotten into some weird like firefight, like a gunfight with my neighbors that live behind me. I don't know who lives in that house. I've never met them.
Yeah.
But for some odd reason, I'd gotten into a gunfight with them. And in the dream, I fucking killed all of them. And so I'm freaking out, waiting to call. I'm calling the cops and be like, yeah, I'm turning myself in. I don't know what happened, but they started shooting at me, so I shot back, and now they're dead.
I don't know what happened.
Killed a whole
man.
family. But, yeah, I get to, like, they come, I see them arrive at my street, down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And they're pointing guns at me, so I put my hands up, like, hey, I'm the guy that's turning myself in. They put me on my knees, put me in handcuffs, and then one of them puts I can feel, it's so fucked. I felt, in my dream, the gun against the back of my fucking head, and he just executes me. But the dream, like, continued on after that, and it was this really fucking weird sequence of events. Like,
It just turned into a Family Guy episode.
but, like, after that, I woke up in my own bed, and the light in my room was on, but, like, my desk was missing. Like, it was only my bed. So I come downstairs, and there are Christmas decorations up, and instantly I know something's wrong. Because in my dream, I had the context, like, of, oh yeah, before I got shot, that day, it was summertime. But now it's apparently wintertime. What the fuck? How much time has passed?
Yeah.
And I found out later in the dream that it was 3 years that had passed. But yeah, I came downstairs and a bunch of Christmas decorations were up, but they weren't colorful. It was all red.
Yeah.
Just fucking red. And I go into the living room to see my mom, because that was my first thought. I need to see my mom. And for some odd reason, like, the woman from The Shining?
Nope.
The wife?
Nope.
Alright, well, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
But for some odd reason, my mom was her. And, which is weird, because in real life, she went fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But my mom, she looks at me in this dream, and she says, you can't be here. You're dead. And the whole dream was basically me just, like, questioning whether or not I was alive. I had a few seizures in the dream, which, I mean, I don't know if they were accurate to how a seizure really feels in real life, but that was fucking scary. Yeah, that dream fucked with me so bad that, like, an hour later, I still couldn't tell whether or not I was in the dream.
Yeah.
I was still, like, my head was in the mindset of, no, that happened. No, that really happened. It was weird, because I write a lot in my free time. I write a lot of stories. And it felt like my brain had written a story without my, like, volition.
Yeah.
And in a dream was presenting it to me, like, hey, look what I did. And, even up to the next morning, I was fucked up.
Yeah. I dreams like that are just goofy. Where you wake up and you're like, was that real?
Yeah. And it felt genuinely, like, the whole dream felt exactly, like, you know how when you dream, like, time in the dream feels fast?
Yeah.
This felt like every second was as long as a second should be. Thinking back on it, there were a lot of, like, jump cuts, I guess you could call them.
Yeah.
But, like, it felt like 3 years had passed.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird.
Fucking wacky ass dreams, man. One of my dreams, I was in my room, and, like, I remember waking up that morning and, like, walking around my room, and I was like, holy shit, like, it was literally, like, every detail was, like, there. It was like, what?
Yeah, it's weird.
So weird.
Nice one, buddy.
I'm dying of illness.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know what illness, but I'm
So,
dying of it.
this is funny because I'm actually gonna, in May, I'm gonna go see this guy in, I think, Pittsburgh. Corey Taylor. He's the lead singer of Slipknot and a few other bands. I think anyway. I don't know what other bands he's a part of. I've only listened to Slipknot.
Yeah. Please don't quote us on that. All right, we're not professionals. Please don't sue us. We don't have money.
Unless you want to give it to our Patreon.
Oh, maybe
But-
give our $5 to our Patreon every month and get early access to our episodes and exclusive content and other extra cool stuff. Go on.
But there was one time I was like 5. This is a reoccurring dream I had. I have a
Yeah.
lot of reoccurring dreams. Sorry, I bumped my mic. But Corey Taylor in full Slipknot gear came into my house and then handed me a knife, told me to cut my fingers off just to like occupy me. Sat on the couch with my mom and started flirting with her. And for some odd reason, like in the dream, my hands were really shiny. And I guess,
The Shining.
but in my dream, I remember saying, I can't do it. My fingers are too clean. The blade's just slipping right off. So I guess that's how I thought that worked.
Yeah.
My dreams are fucked up, dude.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Some like psychiatrist is gonna be watching this and be like, all right, well, we're gonna lock you away now.
I think a psychiatrist is gonna watch our fucking podcast.
Maybe.
I was checking the demographics because I noticed we had like well we have like 30 views on the episode 1 on YouTube
That we do.
while we're at the time we're recording this, and before we even hit that, it was like I think back when we had like 10 views on it, and I checked the like demographics and it was like it was all male, which was to be expected, but
Yeah, like a fucking
the age
any girl is
ranges.
gonna click on a,
Yeah, honestly.
something called StenchCast.
Yeah, but the age range was what I was intrigued about. It was like all sorts of different like ages. So that's when I realized like holy shit, like it isn't just our friends listening to us anymore. Like we actually have other people out there.
Teachers.
Yeah. We like actually have like other friends out there.
Yeah.
Or other people out there who listen to our banter.
But no, this has been really fun so far.
But yeah, I like doing this.
We've run into a few technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Like
Episode 1 or no, actually
it was episode 2.
episode 2. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
we're
go
already
ahead
going
and tell
so
that
fast.
story.
We're going so fast, but episode 2 was a bit of a debacle. We got that one recorded before episode 1 even came out, and it like I edited it very soon after recording, and it was actually just last night. Well, no one's gonna know what last night is, but it was like for me, it was just last night. I finally like fixed it because the clip we used for Jordan, he had 3 different clips.
Because I got bored with playing
Yeah.
games.
So he just wanted to make it hard on me for editing.
Yeah.
But there's 3 different clips, and the third one, of course, the longest one, didn't work. And so I was like, you know what? I'll deal with this later. And I come back a couple days later, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get it done, and we're gonna be good. But it wasn't. It like Premiere, which is what we used to edit it, was just being a big goofball. Like it wasn't freaking working. So I don't know what it was. Like, cause I never figured it out. It just worked. Cause
Yeah.
I tried to update Premiere. That didn't work. I tried to move it to a different drive because it was probably like going to a different, or it was going to exporting to a full drive, whatever. Nope, nothing. It was like it was just trying to be like an absolute pain in the ass for me, and it was not fun. So like hours and hours of like multiple exports of just this same video,
Yeah.
and like, and just all of a sudden, finally, it works, and I changed nothing. I just kept trying to export it, and it was like, all right, yeah, you worked, and then I just barely got it out on Patreon,
Yeah,
which
literally last night
yeah,
at like
which
10 p.m.
yeah, which if you're on our Patreon, you can get that. You can get that the episodes early. But yeah, like last night, I finally got it like completely exported and uploaded just in time for it to go up on Patreon, and it was just a complete pain in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah, Adobe Premiere in general has been really shit lately. I
Yeah.
mentioned in episode 1, we had these or was it episode 1 or it was 1. We had these stop motion project videos in Mrs. Lebowski's. And literally everyone's had an issue. Except for Mad Max's, which he used iMovie. His had 0 issue.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyone listening with audio, like listening without video, I was messing with my guns in Metro Exodus, and the sky just started turning black.
The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
But yeah, literally everyone's video had an issue. It was weird, but she didn't fault anyone on it, thankfully. So, you know, 'cause she's cool.
Yeah. I don't know what. I don't know how to play this game. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know how to play this game.
What game is it?
The long drive.
That is perfect. That is so perfect.
I found a bus and I don't know how to empty the fuel tank because it's full of 69
It's full of
nice
semen.
0.3 liters of water,
Yeah.
and and I don't know how to open the doors. I know there's like a button maybe somewhere I gotta like press. I have no idea where that is. So I'm just goofing around trying to figure out how to get in this freaking bus.
Yeah.
Goofing.
But yeah, so far podcast has been going well. We haven't been I mean we slacked off a little bit. But
A little bit.
as of the time we were recording this, we have over a week to get this edited and uploaded, and by then we'll have had another episode out.
Yeah.
Like, this is why we yeah. This is why we
Record ahead.
yeah, this is why we do that. This is why we recorded so many episodes prior to even like uploading the first one, yeah. We had the pilot, the first episode, and the second episode already edited.
Yeah.
Now we're on the third episode, which is crazy.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here trying to fucking get a bus to work.
Yeah. Well, stop it.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I found the button.
This
I'm a silly
game
guy.
tries to make you care about certain characters. I kind of want to just shoot this dude in the side of the head.
It's a fucking long bus too. Oh yes. Ugh. What is that photo? Can I get rid of that?
What does that smell?
Why is this a photo like in front of the seat? Bus driver, this photo's scaring me. Shut up. Just deal with it. It's my picture of my wife.
So far, though, with this episode, I think we've done a really good job. Definitely better than the,
episode 1.
I'd say the episode 2.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, I was about to
I
say.
keep getting them goofed up.
Yeah, I mean we're doing good. So to continue on with the show and movie banter, Joe, have you picked up on The Last of Us at all on HBO?
Nope.
It is really fucking good. I never
Yeah.
really played any of the games. I was always an Xbox kid, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, the show does a really good job. If you've seen any, at least side-by-side clips or pictures, it is amazing. The set designer and also one of the writers, Craig Mazin, also worked on my favorite little mini-series, HBO's Chernobyl. So that's
Yeah.
also really neat. But yeah, they're doing a really great job. Pedro Pascal and I think her name is Bella Thorne. I could be wrong. It's Bella something. Editing Jordan here. It was in fact not Bella Thorne, it's Bella Ramsey. She plays Ellie. Yeah, I can remember her name for a second. But they don't just stick with the source material. They also do a lot of expanding.
Mm-hmm.
They give an explanation as to how the cordyceps virus spread to humans and how it spiraled out of control so quickly.
Yeah.
And they've also Last of Us is a game that is, what would you say, Joe? You ever play the game?
Nope.
Okay. I'd say it's a good 12-hour game, 8-hour, I don't know. It's a decently long game.
Yeah.
I know Red Dead 1 is 40 hours to complete the entire game. So I don't know if Last of Us is that big, but owie. But expanding a game that short, which again, it's not a short game, but expanding a piece of media that's that short compared to a show to be as long as a show normally is. Oh my god, I can't imagine how fucking difficult that is.
Yeah.
But it definitely seems like something that, the directors are very proud and passionate of.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm dead. I'm not. But it's nice to see, because with shows like the Halo show that came out on Paramount, and all the reputation that video game movies have, the fucking Resident Evil movies, which I love those movies. They're a piece of my childhood, but now I love them because they're bad. They are so horrendous. They are so fucking bad. Oh shit, he is really fast. But after all that nonsense, it's refreshing to see a piece of video game media turned into a show so competently.
Yeah. Show.
Another one I've heard that does that well is the Cyberpunk show, Edge Runners. I've tried to get into it, but I don't know. It started off a little too strong for me. A little too obtrusive.
I got into it a little bit. I think I got halfway through, and then it just completely changed, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm ready for that.
It's funny because I had Cyberpunk day one. I had the disc version.
Yeah.
That was depressing as all hell. Especially since I played on an Xbox One. Oh shit! I think I killed it.
I killed Cyberpunk, everyone.
No, I think I killed the bear. I've not seen him anywhere. Fuck. But yeah, no, that was extremely depressing.
Yeah.
It was like Stockholm, the way like I tried so hard to like the game, but
Yeah.
playing on an Xbox One S, I don't know if it was the resolution scaling or the texture filtering, whatever, it looked like actual hot dog shit. It was so fucking bad. Playing that game on a last gen console was like trying to, like, if you were blind and needed glasses, so if you're Joe, trying to see without your glasses or contacts.
I wouldn't know what that's like.
The game made you feel like you needed made me feel like I needed glasses.
Yeah.
It's just it was not fun.
Yeah, that was a funny kind of game. I remember hearing all about it before it came out, and then it came out, and everyone hated it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was one of the people that was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were, and then it was just a glitchy mess, and it was like, all right.
Right.
And then like I remember like I don't remember like last year sometime, probably like during like a Steam Christmas sale or whatever, I just bought the game for like dirt cheap, and I was like, you know what, I got my freaking 3060. I might as well see what I can do, and the game ran fine. It was
Yeah, on
like,
PC it didn't.
yeah, the
It
visuals
really.
are good, but
I've heard on PC it's pretty well optimized.
yeah, it was like even the RTX ran pretty well. I mean, I didn't do like max everything, must destroy my computer to get the best experience. No, I just put it on like
Push your fucking computer to its knees.
yeah, I just like ticked the RTX on, and it was like yes. I was like,
Yes.
all right. Yes, and I was like, okay. Oh, can I go down here?
Yeah, I didn't have that option.
Oh, I shouldn't have gone down here.
Also, just like the amount, like I got excited for the game, like 2 years, I'd say, prior to its release, which is funny because when I got excited for it, it was, if I'm not mistaken, when the game was supposed to come out, but it got delayed twice, and I'm 99% sure it got delayed many more times before that.
Oh
But
yeah.
like, I don't know. Like, the game felt like my dream game because the amount of promises that were made should have been a red flag, obviously, but the amount of promises that were made were just, each one gave me even more hope.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, finally, a video game studio that's like, not gonna fuck you over. No, video game studios aren't your friend. They're not looking to be your friend. They want to make money.
Yeah.
And executives will always fuck over the passionate developers into making a product that sucks ass.
Yeah.
And so Cyberpunk came out with meeting none of the promises that it, put out.
Well, I got stuck in a fucking wall, so I gotta start over.
What's fucked up too is, like, a few weeks before its release, I was talking to a dude I met on GTA, and he told me, yeah, I'm not really looking forward to Cyberpunk. A game that's been delayed that many times like that, it's gonna be buggy as hell. I'm calling it now. I was like, what? No.
That can't be.
I mean, they're delaying it so they can work on it more, dummy. So obviously it's gonna be polished. No. No.
No.
No. Honestly, Jedi Survivor is the only game that I have any hope for right now.
Yeah.
But even then, after Halo Infinite, especially, I'm done being excited for games, man. I've had my heart broken by too many games.
Yeah. You're saying that in your Elden Ring video.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like all
No,
those games you're like, I hate them all. Elden Ring is an amazing game.
yeah. Elden Ring was the first game that I played in a while that actually like genuinely pushed me back.
Yeah.
Halo Infinite. I was there for like every flight of the game. Flight was just like little beta tests of the game.
Yeah.
They called them tech demos.
Yeah.
They didn't want to fully call them like betas.
Beta male.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that. You beat me to
didn't.
it. You know
Didn't
what?
know I was gonna say that. I'm a mystery. Shit.
But yeah, I was there for every flight of the game. And for the flights, you know, they're just little beta tests. So when you see something wrong with the game, you know, hey, it's just the beta. It'll be worked out in the final product. No. The game we got in November when the multiplayer released early for free was exactly the same as the beta tests.
Yeah.
Even on PC, the game is still fucky. The campaign and the multiplayer. And then, you know, all these faces they brought in to merit, like, a lot of goodwill with the Halo community. Like Joe Staten, who worked on all of the original Halos with Bungie back in the day. They brought him in. They consulted Marty O'Donnell for the soundtrack. It was looking really good, and then they kept like switching teams to work on the game. It was weird. They kept outsourcing to like contracting companies to work on the game. And so, you know, you would have this team and they would make a bunch of code. And then they would bring in another team after that team left.
Yeah.
And, like, how do you bug fix another team's code without fucking something else in their code up? That was the whole problem they kept running into, was that, like, they kept changing developers. Halo Infinite is a fucking heartbreak of a story.
Yeah.
As for, like, video game stuff to look forward to anytime soon, I really only have the Elden Ring DLC. Shadow of the
Yeah.
Erdtree.
I'm looking forward to like Hollow Knight Silk Song. That's coming out supposedly in like the summer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. It was
Um,
supposed to come out in March, like this month, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
I remember, I don't know if it was last year or it was supposed to be this year, but I remember a release date being set in March at some point, I think.
I don't know. I just remember, like, I didn't even know like I don't even know if they had a release date yet. But I just saw like it was like, oh yeah, Team Cherry officially announced in their Discord that it's coming out June whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hollow Knight's such a good game.
Yeah, Joe is the way with Hollow Knight that I am with Elden Ring.
Sure.
Except I'm like a lore fanatic for Elden Ring.
I'd say more accurately, I am with Kingdom Hearts as you are with
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Elden Fart.
Can I shoot this bitch in the head? I'm sorry.
Welcome back to the podcast. Can I shoot this bitch in the head?
What about you, Joe? What's a show you've been really invested in, either lately or like just a show you really love?
Oh, I already talked about the Midnight Diner thing. I don't much watch like movies or TV shows or anything like that because I don't know, I don't really like find it interesting to sit down and watch them. I usually just like playing games or the YouTube videos where I can keep my ADHD attention.
Yeah.
Like smash cut like every 5 seconds to a new topic, and I'm like, oh, interested. Um, but yeah, like I remember as a kid, I'd always watch like throw on like Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or whatever, or just sit there watching these freaking mind-numbing cartoons. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just like being bad at driving a car.
His mind just got numbed by a cartoon and he flew out the fucking windshield of his Prius.
Yeah. No, this thing isn't even close to a Prius. This thing's a fucking rust bucket.
I don't know. I've only ever watched you play that game like once.
Yeah. I just want a bus, man. Like I got to my bus and I was like I was this close to getting it working. And then I was like, ooh, well, I should jump in that. And then I couldn't get out and I had to restart. Ugh. Such an idiot.
I really feel like I should be listening to this conversation, but she's just been droning on for the past like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we got more important things to do, like record a podcast.
Exactly.
Oh, there goes a cactus. Oh, there goes my car.
Yeah? Yeah, that's where we
Don't worry.
crashed.
Professional
Big
driver
rail
here.
car.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything's working out fine.
Oh! I died to fall damage.
This guy's an idiot.
I'm not.
Oh, that's my door. Just gonna adjust my
What's
mirror.
a game you were really looking forward to but got disappointed by?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really look. I don't usually look forward to games or sit there. The last time I like pre-ordered and like waited for a game to come out was Kingdom Hearts 3, and a lot of people really hate. Oh! A lot of people really hated Kingdom Hearts 3, and I understand it, but like I didn't care, and I had a lot of fun with the game, so I wasn't really disappointed with it myself. But a lot of people did hate it,
Right.
which I mean, teach his own, whatever. I need my gas. Where my gas can go?
There's only one game I've ever pre-ordered, and, well, besides Cyberpunk. But aside from that, pre-ordered the deluxe edition for, when going that extra mile. That was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I don't regret that, even despite the fact that all of the pre-order bonus shit just got gifted to everybody like a month later.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks. But, oh well. But, yeah, even despite that, I still don't regret it. That was a very good game. The only thing that sucked about that game is the fact that this is a floating chair. But the only thing that sucked about that game was it didn't have a whole lot of replay value. It was like everyone called it a Souls-like, but Star Wars.
Yeah.
Which I could see. It definitely had elements of a Souls game. But after playing Elden Ring, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially when they added photo mode and new game plus, as shitty as that was. The new game plus, basically what they did was they said, all right, so if you start a new game from this save, from whatever save you're on, We'll let you have Cal's Inquisitor, the Cal's Inquisitor suit, and we'll also give you a red lightsaber.
Yeah.
And we'll let you keep all of your cosmetic shit, which you never paid attention to. But that's okay.
It's okay.
But, and here's the kicker. You don't get to keep any of your powers.
Yeah.
Wait, so then it's not New Game Plus. No, it is. Oh, it's New Journey Plus.
New Jersey Plus.
I don't think we need any more of New Jersey. New Jersey. But,
Jersey Plus.
But yeah, they also added like a cool sandbox mode where you could just watch enemies fight each other or just fight a shit ton of enemies. That was cool. That was a good game, which is why I'm looking forward to Jedi Survivor. But knowing EA, they're probably gonna find a way to fuck that game up, so I'm not holding my breath on it.
Yeah. You ever seen the movie Cars?
Yeah?
You know where the freaking, where that guy got the Walt Snifley got the idea for Cars? Was it him? Yeah, it was him. He was the guy in the Pixar. You know where he got the idea for their movie Cars?
Where'd they get the idea, Joe?
Yeah, well, he went to I don't remember where it was, but it's like in Arizona or some crap. And he went to good old Route 66. It's real. He went to this barbershop and he's getting him haircut.
Yeah, Route 66 is
and
a highway that goes across like the entire country.
Yeah, no, but like I mean, it's for the context of the story. But he looked outside this barbershop, and what was real was Radiator Springs, the town of the freaking cars, with the one freaking the one light that worked. Maybe it didn't really work, and that's where he got the idea for the movie Cars. I don't know where he got the idea for the movie Cars 2. That was kind of a little bit wacky. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Mr. Disney didn't invent that one himself. It's kind of a wacky movie.
Yeah.
Cars 3 was interesting. I don't know. I didn't really like it that much, but they should have just stopped at the first movie. I mean, they just kept milking it.
Was Cars 3 the newest one?
Yeah, it was like, I don't remember what it was about, but it was basically like, oh yeah, there's this other car, and I'm gonna teach her how to race, and then she's gonna be in the races too. It's like, all right, like, who cares?
Who cares?
I just want to see cargo room. I want to see her drive down the highway, do the funny drift in the sand, and do the whatnot and who's a what's it. I don't understand all these funny words you making me say.
All right.
That's my. I got a cameo for Hank from Baking Bad.
Baking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
It's a baking show, but they burn
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. that's a real thing. Not like Breaking Bad branded, but like some YouTuber did like a Baking Bad, and he would just make stuff, and he would just be bad at cooking and burn everything.
Isn't that just you?
No, I don't burn stuff.
And like
I burn
how to
good.
basic?
I don't. No, I make sandwiches and ramen noodles.
I burnt my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. How the fuck do you burn a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Exactly. There's no possible way.
Fucking milkshake.
It wasn't. It wasn't me. I did not hit her.
I did
I
not.
didn't do it.
I did not.
I did not do it. I did not hit her. I'm gonna fall asleep in the middle of the road standing up.
What?
That's what I did. I just standing in the middle of the road, and I fell asleep in the middle of the road, standing asleep.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of StenchCast. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to the Patreon, listen on Spotify, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, comment, give us money. Goodbye.